In the frozen landscapes of Norse mythology, there lived a remarkable wolf named Fenrir. He was not an ordinary creature, but a being born of powerful cosmic forces. Fenrir was the son of Loki, the clever and unpredictable figure of the myths. From the very beginning, the gods sensed that his destiny would be significant. As Fenrir grew, his size and strength increased at an astonishing pace. What once seemed like a curious young wolf became an enormous presence. The gods of Asgard began to feel uneasy about his future role in the cosmic order. They believed that balance in the universe had to be carefully maintained. Fenrir, however, had done nothing wrong in his early years. He simply grew according to his nature. Yet prophecies spoke of a great turning point called Ragnarok. Ragnarok was described as a time of transformation for the world. It was not merely an ending, but a transition into renewal. According to prophecy, Fenrir would play a central role in that event. Concerned about these predictions, the gods decided to act cautiously. They invited Fenrir to test his strength with special chains. At first the bindings were strong but ordinary. Fenrir broke them with ease. Each time the gods presented a new restraint, he shattered it. His confidence grew along with his power. Finally, the gods sought help from the dwarves, master craftsmen of the Norse world. The dwarves created a magical ribbon called Gleipnir. Unlike iron or steel, Gleipnir appeared soft and light. It was woven from impossible elements, the sound of a cat's footsteps, the roots of a mountain, and other symbolic ingredients. When the gods presented Gleipnir, Fenrir became suspicious. He agreed to test it only if one god placed a hand in his mouth as a sign of trust. Tyr, known for his courage and sense of duty, accepted the challenge. Fenrir allowed the ribbon to be placed around him. When he tried to break free, he discovered he could not. Gleipnir held firm despite its delicate appearance. Fenrir realized he had been bound by strategy rather than force. From that moment he remained restrained, waiting for the time foretold. Tyr, having honored his promise, became remembered for his bravery. Fenrir's story then moved into the future vision of Ragnarok. In the prophecies, he would eventually break free. He would run across the open plains during the great transformation of the world. The sky would darken, and the old order would shift. Fenrir symbolized untamed natural power. He represented forces that cannot be controlled forever. In Norse belief, destiny was not about punishment. It was about cycles. Even the gods were subject to fate. Fenrir's role was part of that larger cosmic rhythm. Ragnarok was described as both destruction and renewal. After the upheaval, the world would rise again. New generations would inhabit a restored landscape. Thus, Fenrir's legend is not simply about fear. It is about inevitability and balance. He represents the raw strength of nature. He embodies the idea that growth, once begun, cannot always be contained. The gods attempted to delay destiny, but in Norse mythology, destiny unfolds in its own time. Fenrir remains one of the most powerful symbols in Scandinavian lore. His story reflects the Norse understanding of courage in the face of change. Rather than avoiding fate, the heroes of these myths faced it with resolve. Fenrir's legend continues to inspire art, literature, and modern storytelling. He stands as a reminder that even overwhelming forces are part of a greater design. In the end, the tale of Fenrir is about transformation. It speaks of cycles, resilience, and the eternal movement of the cosmos. And like many ancient myths, it invites us to reflect on our own place within the unfolding story of time.